Sup nerds? So lately I have been getting hit by a lot of these. And it's something that has been happening every few years, where a popular copyright-free music will suddenly become not copyright-free, and then they ask you to either delete the music from your videos, or if you just let it be, the money from that video will go towards the person who claims they have the rights to that song. And they practically hit every video that I have ever made that is older than a year and a half. And my really old videos from my Beyblade days and TCG days, it's a bit sad, but since they kinda don't have a relevance anymore to my channel today, I've just either been making them mute or deleting them altogether. But a few of my gaming videos have also been hit, and again, some of them have lost their relevance with time. Things like my New World videos and my PUBG videos, I'm just letting them be. But a few of the Fallout videos which haven't gotten any updates since 2024 feel like they're still relevant today, and it would be terrible to leave them muted or without music. So I'm going to be re-uploading some of them with some tunes that my friend made specifically for me in order to avoid future situations like this again. And I already re-uploaded the Every Expedition Plans video. So today, let's take a look at every free-to-play Blue Ridge Caravan items, which we haven't gotten any new Blue Ridge Caravan items in a while, but I feel like the items in this list are still relevant for those who want to collect. So let's go. Starting out with riding shotgun, the oldest Blue Ridge Caravan event, you actually have to trigger the event to start by talking to Vinny Costa here. It's pretty straightforward, but finishing this gives you a 20% chance to get a Blue Ridge Caravan item. There are 4 of these items, one of which is the Blue Ridge Caravan outfit and another is the Blue Ridge Caravan gas mask. So they drop separately, but they are part of the same set. Then there's the Blue Ridge Caravan Backpack, which used to be one of my favorite backpack designs. And finally, the Blue Ridge Caravan flag, which as you can see, I don't have it yet. It's pretty decent sized and you can put it up in your camp wherever you like. Now moving on to public events that you can't trigger yourself, you can get a Blue Ridge Caravan Scout outfit from the Beast of Burden event. This is by far one of my favorite outfits. It just got so much detail to it. Look at these grenades, look at these dynamite sticks. Then there's the Dirty Blue Ridge sleeping bag, also from Beast of Burden. And finally, Luca's Switchblade, also from Beast of Burden, as the name suggests, is the weapon that is carried by Luca Costa. Now, in Safe and Sound, we got a lot more stuff. There's the Blue Ridge Rug, the Blue Ridge Caravan Branding Iron, which is one of the cooler weapons in the game, You can even brand animals. Speaking of animals, I also included the Brahmin stuff you get from Safe and Sound event, because the Blue Ridge Caravan people are literally truckers who gave up their trucks and started transporting using Brahmin. It's a big part of their identity, and getting these from Safe and Sound just seems too big of a coincidence not to include. So here it is, the Brahmin Backpack is something you can get from the Safe and Sound event. The Brahmin Skin Rug as well. And though you don't see many kids around the Blue Ridge Caravan, the kids' Brahmin clock. And a pink Brahmin plushie. The Cartography Table is another item I deem Blue Ridge Caravan themed, as they would have to plan their transportation routes using maps. But of course, you can include it in any theme camp really. But just again, I think it's too big of a coincidence that this has to do with the Blue Ridge and it just happens to drop from the Safe and Sound event. And of course the Truckbed trailer with junk. Still in Safe and Sound, you can also get the Kabloom, which is a unique shotgun, which has a lot of floral designs, which, I mean, come on, whose weapon could it be but Vera's? Now, on to the side quests. To start a Blue Ridge themed side quest called Costa Business, go talk to Vinny Costa first. He will direct you to another member of the Blue Ridge Caravan who is going through something that is affecting their performance. They will either be on one side of this big tunnel or the other. Going to them, they will tell you what they need, and then you just need to follow the waypoint from there. All of these quests are pretty straightforward, but you can only do one of these Costa Business missions per IRL day, so it will take an entire week or so to get all of these. But each of them will give a specific plan for a Blue Ridge themed item. The first is Costa Business Caravan, from which you will get a Blue Ridge toy truck. Then, the day after, with Costa Business Eugenie, you can get the Blue Ridge themed stash box, which I think is fantastic. If you pile them on top of each other, you can make a storage room kind of aesthetic. Then from Costa Business Rudy, you can get the clean Blue Reach sleeping bag, which it uses the same acid as the dirty one which we saw earlier, but just not smudged. Then with the Costa Business Libby, you can get the Blue Reach Guardsman paint. It goes on the combat armor, so obviously it can be applied to the light, sturdy, and heavy variations. Then with the Costa Business Herschel, you can get the Blue Reach Scout helmet, which at first glance it may look like a recolor of the Fire Breather helmet without the mask, but something looks a bit off. If you compare them, you can see that the Blue Reach Scout one sits a bit higher on the head, and it looks a bit smaller too, making the character look pretty goofy with it on. Not sure if this was done on purpose, but honestly, I think it kills the vibe of the Scout outfit, which is very unfortunate. Then, with Costa Business Vera, you can get, of course, Vera's outfit. Now tell me the Kabloom isn't her weapon. With Costa Business Carver, you can also get the trucker uniform. This doesn't really seem like something a trucker would wear, but what do I know about truckers? And finally, finishing all of that, lets you do the Protocol Adonis side quest for Ares. Now this gets your Sheepsquatch poster, which, though not specifically shown to be Blue Reach related, going to Ares' trailer you can see that he's an avid collector of posters, so you know, it's a way of connecting with the guy. And that's it, nerds! Every free-to-play Blue Reach Caravan items that we can still get in Fallout 76 right now. So tell me, do you have all of them? Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, consider helping the channel out by clicking join down below to become a member, subscribe to see more videos like this, and of course, always nerd on.